Dear learners, welcome. I am Ms. Jenifer, Assistant Professor, Department of Biotechnology from Kaveri College for Women. I am going to present you a brief introduction about cancer. Do you think cancer is the disease of 19th century? If you are thinking so, I am going to tell you the truth. A Greek physician, Hippocrates, who belongs to 460 to 370 BC, used the terms carcinos or carcinoma to describe tumors. In Greek, the word carcinomas referred to a graft, just to describe the finger-like spreading projections of a cancer as it resembles the shape of a graft. In this video, I am going to discuss about some important properties of cancer: growth, apoptosis, invasion, metastasis, and angiogenesis. Let me begin with growth of cells. Normal cells divide and grow only when they receive such signals. They stop growing when inert cells are present, whereas cancer cells continue to divide uncontrollably even in the absence of signals. The next property is apoptosis, or otherwise called as programmed cell death. Normal cells, when they are very old or if they get severely damaged and could not repair, they receive signals to kill themselves. In response to this signal, they undergo programmed cell death or apoptosis. Whereas cancer cells do not undergo apoptosis process and ignore signals that normally tell them to stop dividing or to die. Another interesting property is invasion. Normal cells stop growing when they encounter other cells. Cancer cell has a unique property which is called as invasion. Invasion is nothing but migration of cells from one site to another. Cancer cells invade into nearby areas due to the loss of an ability to cell adhesion. It dissociates from one site and invade into the surrounding tissues. Yet another distinctive property of cancer is metastasis. Metastasis is the process of spreading from one part to distant areas of the body. Cancer cells spread from the initial or primary site from where it is originated and move into a completely different site or secondary site through traveling in the bloodstreams or lymphatic vessels. Once they arrive a new site, they begin to grow uncontrollably. Let me end up with this important property of cancer, which is known as angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is the process by which new blood vessels are formed. Since cancer cells grow in a huge numbers, they require additional blood vessels for abundant supply of oxygen and nutrients. Without this process, cancer cells cannot expand and grow. Cancer cells acquire the ability to stimulate blood vessel growth signaling to induce angiogenesis. Here is the summary of this video. Cancer is a disease which divide or grow uncontrollably in the absence of any signals. Cancer cells ignore the signals of apoptosis or programmed cell death. Cancer cells invade into surrounding tissues. Cancer cells also spread or metastasize and reach the distant sites. Cancer cells induce the process of angiogenesis for the continuous supply of oxygen. Thank you for listening this video.